Today, we get to focus on a skill that we have yet to look at this season. It's extremely important for our personal leveling up, but it's also very important for our island as well. And by focusing on it today, we're actually going to get to complete some quests, which should give us some overpowered rewards. Let's jump into that and more in today's episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we are back here on the best #1 rated Skyblock server, AkumaMC. Back again for another episode in this season. Guys, today we are going to be focusing on a brand new skill that we have yet to really focus on. We've done a little bit of progress just for like different quests and stuff like that, but we really have not put time into actually going ahead and getting a lot of decent levels on it. So today we're kind of going to be focusing on that amongst a whole bunch of other things. There was a brand new bundle that were released, which I want to go and check out, and I've got some unfortunate but kind of unfortunate but accurate information about the island, I guess. So I guess let's start with the island. Now obviously you guys will know that this map so far we have not placed in the island top, and that is, we've really not been a competitive island this entire season. And to be honest with you, it's kind of, up until the last few seasons, I really haven't ever played Skyblock to be a competitive island. I've just played it because I enjoy playing it. But, it was kind of nice to be competitive, but I think that kind of movement right now, especially for us as an island, is over. Just because we don't really have the members that are, our members this season weren't really ever fully interested in going for, like full competition and top ranking islands and stuff like that. And when you don't have a full island all pulling towards it together, it kind of is impossible. So based on that information, we are essentially kind of, ruling ourselves out of competition this season, but it doesn't mean that we can't still progress our island, get all of our personal skills unlocked, and have the best season possible for the remainder of what this season is. As an island, I'd still like to unlock all the different spawners that we have available to us and all that kind of other stuff that we can do, and I still want to progress. It just means that we're not necessarily going to be going for value, which is fair enough, because that's only like, it's not even half the game. It's a tiny percentage of the game. If you want to be competitive, you want to go for those coupon payouts and stuff like that, then that option is there. But if not, then you can still progress your island and still have an opportunity to play the server without being competitive. So that doesn't mean that we're going to stop progressing the island, because that is pretty much the whole point of Skyblock here. So we will still be focusing on that, and yeah, so that's just kind of the update that I wanted to give there. Unfortunately, due to that reality, we have had a few island members leave, so unfortunately we are down to only a few island members. Now, I'm not going to bother recruiting for the rest of the season because I think we're a decent way into the season already. So yeah, I don't feel like it is beneficial, but we're just pretty much going to be hanging out and doing the best we can this season without the need for being competitive, which honestly is fine with me. Now, with that being said and done, as an island, we have actually unlocked Guardian spawners now, which, up until the very final spawner on the server is a very, very overpowered and deadly option for making money. As you guys can see, we've only got 15 of them placed down because we that's basically what we can afford right now. But those 15 will be going ham, and if we actually take a look in the island bank, you guys will see we're actually making a decent amount of money and gems in here. So that can obviously contribute towards our rank ups and our prestiges of our different skills. So that's kind of the main point of having a spawner for us as well, at least. So yeah, I'm going to continue to focus on trying to get more guardians in here, whether that means we need to sell some of the lower tier spawners or what. But yeah, it would be nice to get to guardians. There's only actually one spawner level after that, and then we've unlocked every tier of spawner this season, which is kind of one of those goals. And I think technically we can actually afford that right now. I just don't think we have any of those spawners, because it's 67 stat points to upgrade, and we have 76, so we can afford it. It's just I don't think we have a single one of those top tier spawners to actually place down if we went ahead and unlocked it. So we'll save that until a point where we do, but it's very, very nice to know that we will at least get to that point this season if we are able to obtain those spawners. So that's very cool. Now, the skill which we're going to be focusing on today, which I said we would be, we are going to go ahead and focus on farming. Now, I'm not really going to be using my island for this because we don't have the top tier of farms that are, for my ability right now, but we will be using the farming area that is provided to us. Now, first and foremost, we have a quest which I have to mine or harvest a total of 10,000 crops. So that's kind of one which I guess in reality I probably should have been doing at this point. But the reason I haven't is because I've actually got a whole bunch of chests, a whole bunch of enchants saved up in this chest, which we need to go ahead and add to our farming tool right now, because, we may as well make the most of it. If we're going to be farming, which we are in just a second here, we may as well make the most of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and see which enchants we need to go ahead and add. I'm really focusing on enchants that actually will help the kind of rank up percentage. I'm not really too worried on things that are like money or anything like that, because we have our ways of making money. That's the farm, that's the spawner farm and stuff like that. So yeah, let's work on this quickly. One that's just quality of life is auto sell. I just want to go ahead and put 5 levels of auto sell on this because it means that our inventory doesn't get full. As much as it's quality of life, it's also making sure that we get all the spawners and the value. Obviously value right now doesn't do anything for our island, but you can actually sell the value to the server for a decent amount of money. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with that. Let's just go ahead and enchant the last level because one of them failed there, and that should max out auto sell. Yes, it does. So there we go. So yeah, we do still want to get like value because you can just sell hand. Like, I'll show you guys right here, /sell hand. This iron just sells for 1 million right there. It's super easy. It's a nice way of making money if you're not going to be competitive in the season. Magic Sight is the next enchant which we're going to try and unlock right here. So this basically has a chance to make all of our other enchants reactivate, which, you know, is kind of actually huge, especially if we get a bunch of enchants that we are needing or wanting on this. If we only have good enchants on it, then theoretically, if it has a chance to re-proc them, then it'll only proc the enchants that we need, I guess. So that's always good. We actually won't be able to afford to max this one out, at least right now. We've got 137 levels left, and we got that up to 7. I believe it goes to 10, so we've got a few more books that we've got to put on for that. Now, I really do want to max this one out as soon as possible, but this is Crop Crusher. We only have 2 books of it available. I don't know. Yes, we can afford at least 1 attempt. Can we afford a second? We can afford a second, and I think it succeeded. So we do have 2 levels of Crop Crusher there. That is one of the most important enchants in regards to leveling up, because obviously if we can get that maxed out, there's a very high chance that we proc a 5x5 crop breaking radius, which would be huge and does all count towards the skills progression. So yeah, the higher we can get that, the better. I have a couple of enchants that I do want to add left, so we will get onto that once we've got a little bit more XP. But I think for now, let's go to the farming area. I think there's also some pets over here that we can use right now, and we will see if we can get this 10,000 crops done nice and easy. Yes, there's a mythic one over here that we'll be able to use. And we will go ahead and use the consumable as well, because hopefully that will help us with our skill, because right now we are only farming skill level 29. And for our skill mastery, we just need levels of any skill right now. So this will help towards that as well. So let's go to /farming right here. It's going to be a preset farm for us. And I guess we can just go ahead and proc both of these things. We'll activate our farming pet right here. I don't know. I don't think we have farming armor right now. I don't think we have virtually any sets of armor. So yeah, we'll leave whatever armor we've got on. We'll proc this Farmer's Touch consumable, which will allow us, I believe it mines us in a 3x3. So it's actually very overpowered. Yes, I will get towards working on these 10,000 crops mined or broken or harvested or whatever the heck the wording was. But hopefully this consumable will help us massively, not only towards that challenge, but to getting our skill levels up as well. So I'll see you guys once we have gone ahead and farmed 10,000 crops. Ooh, it says quest complete in the chat. So that must mean that the consumable does count towards the physical like crops mined, I guess. So we'll take that. That's made that quest a lot easier than it was going to be. I guess we'll see out the rest of this consumable here. We'll see what level it ends up putting us at, but that is a nice, you know, a nice completion, and it's nice to know that that does count towards that, because if we get a harder one later on down the line of quests, which I'm fairly certain that we probably will, then it's nice to know those consumables definitely count towards that. So there we go. Consumable is over. Let's just have a look. /quests. I'm fairly certain it did complete, and it did. Now we have to reach level 15 on a pet, so that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we do actually have a couple that are super close, like our mining pet right there. So we will get to do that, no problem. But that's awesome that we've managed to do that right there. And, you know, kind of, I guess we were purposefully focusing on it, but it makes the most sense that we did today based on the quest that we had. But it's awesome that that one consumable allowed us to do that. So that's exciting, actually. We also did get it up quite a few levels here. So let's take a look at our skill mastery. We can't be too far off yet. We only need 15 levels now of literally any skill in order to upgrade that. So I think what we might do in order to do that quickly is we'll just head over to this logging side, and we'll just quickly put in a little shift of logging, because if we can get this mastery, it means that, you know, all the time we're grinding the other skills, it'll be more beneficial. So let's just go ahead and do that quickly, because we may as well. 15 levels of logging should be super easy. Naturally, I do have a spare consumable that we could go ahead and use on this as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll get as many levels as we can out of this consumable, but 15 is technically all we require for that, you know, ultimate, or not ultimate. Why do I always call it ultimate? For that skill mastery level up. All right, that consumable has definitely run out right there. So there we go. I mean, up to level 45 on this pretty much. Well, 40, I guess 44. But yeah, we got a decent way up to that. So that must mean now that skills, ultimate or skill mastery wise, we can get the next one. So there we go. We do have to actually get up to 600 total. So we actually got to continue doing that. And I think we've got to go 700, yes, before we need to prestige anything else. But that's not really too much of a worry. We have a lot of skills that are kind of at their low level right now, which means that challenge becomes a little bit easier, to be honest. So yes, we can kind of work that out as and when we need to. But before we go any further into progressing anything today, I do want to check out the brand new bundle. So it is the 3 times Supernova bundle, okay, that entered the store. I want to go ahead and get one of these sent over. So give me 2 seconds and we'll see exactly what it includes and just how overpowered we can become from opening the items in it. So let's do that real quick. All right, that should come through to our inventory any second now. It'll be interesting to see what this actually includes and if we can get lucky for the brand new cluster, because obviously the brand new bundle will include the brand new cluster. Hopefully we can get lucky today, and even if we don't get that lucky, hopefully we can at least get some XP bottles to help us finish off where we were going with our farming tool, of course. So we'll see exactly what comes through here in just a second. Quick break, Generzon from the future here. I've realized that I didn't do a giveaway in this video, but we absolutely are doing one, okay? So since we got this 3 times bundle for ourselves, that's exactly what we're going to give away. If you guys want to be with the chance of winning that, all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord link down below and press the enter button in there. As long as you've done all that, you are officially entered. Good luck to everybody who does enter, and let's get back to the video. All right, there we go. It's come through. So we get immediately some pet trade tickets. We've also got some robot eggs, which I don't even know if we'll use at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and store those away. It looks like we've actually got XP just straight up from the bundle, so that's appreciated. We will definitely be using that. We've got a bunch of airdrops as well, which I guess I should actually use. Previously, I've just kind of lumped those away in a chest, but I guess I should use them. We got 6 VKit clusters and 3 of the supersonic clusters. So we'll go ahead and open those in just a moment here. Let's open up all these airdrops, because to be honest with you, these probably can come with a decent amount of XP as well. If not, they definitely do come with awesome spawners. So we'll go ahead and put all of that away. We did get some witch right there, which is a very, very good tier of spawner. We got lots of pet eggs, which we are not going to need right now. So yeah, let's get on to the cool items. So VKit clusters, I think these do get buffed every single week as well. So we'll see if we can get lucky out of these. Hopefully we can get something cool. Come on, something big, something big. Okay, pet eggs we don't need. Let's just we'll do 3 of them right here. Let's see what we can get. Jackpot items are really the only thing that matter in these. I'll take XP bottles. Yup. Random consumables I'll take as well. We did get a Dark Soul one right there, and we have been working on that skill mostly, so that works out. 150 levels of XP right there is actually very, very clutch. We'll take that, and that'll help us finish off our enchanting on our farming tool. And then random consumables again, and we got a cluster from it right there, which is huge, like an actual weekly crate. So that is pretty huge. We'll see what our luck will give us on these. Now, obviously, we are looking for skill boosters. Honestly, those skill boosters are so rare, and I could really do with one of those right now. I take masterful pet eggs as well, because we're still not on full masterful, I don't think. So let's see what we can get. Supersonic cluster, first one this season. We're going to get pet trade tickets. That's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, we do kind of need them. I haven't really got good traits on my pets right now, so I guess we'll take it. Next one, what do we got? Come on. Something big this time around. Please. Another cluster. Okay, that means everything else in the cluster was free. That's fine, especially that XP bottle. We'll take that. Next one, what do we got? We got 10 fortune scrolls. I think those get applied to robots, so not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not the best thing in the crate. Next one, what do we got? Legendary robot eggs. I mean, maybe we need those. I don't think so, really. As an island, I don't think we need those. All right, last one for today then. Last supersonic cluster. Please give us something good. I want to see that skill XP booster, please. Okay, well, I guess it's not the last one today. We get an extra one. Last one today, a supersonic cluster. Come on, please. Give me something huge. Please, 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 please. Ooh, that's kind of gross. Auto sell chests. We do not need at this point in the season. Yeah, that was kind of gross, not gonna lie. We've really had some bad luck recently out of our clusters. It'll be nice if you know, one day soon we can get one of the items that we actually need or want. That would be amazing. But yeah, we've just had bad luck, to be honest with you. So let's finish off these enchants that we had over here, because these will help us out massively. Because between now and next episode, I would like to get farming to a point where we can actually prestige it. So that's kind of the goal. Let's go ahead into enchant. Let's add magic sight right here. No way, that failed again, bro. We are getting so unlucky with those magic sight books. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm not a big fan of it. If I'm honest, I'm not a big fan. We should have some left over though, so we can retry them. Magic sight, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. How many do we actually need here? What level are we? We are level 7, so we need to succeed on 3 more. What do we got here? 99% chance. I was going to say, if that one failed, I'd be very surprised. 81% didn't either. So there we go. So that is our magic sight maxed out. We've now got auto sell maxed out, gardener, speed, and we are well on our way to crop crusher as well. Hopefully, we can get the rest of those crop crusher books in, because if we can get that maxed out, I think we'll be in a very, very good place. We do actually have 6 farming books from obviously farming just a second ago. So let's open these, see if maybe we can get lucky with the crop crusher. I don't think we will, but you never know. Let's see what we've got. Lots of XP finder coming in, which I'm not too mad about, to be honest with you. We do need XP finder. All right, well, we didn't get a single crop crusher, which is kind of expected. It's a rare enchant. You don't really get those all the time. I guess since this is going to be the pet that we're going to be using, we may as well see if we can get ourselves a little bit of a little bit of a trait on it. So let's go into /pets real quick. Let's go into pet traits. We'll put this one in there, put that one in there. Let's roll and see if we can get a decent one. Spawner 2 is actually not horrific, but I kind of don't want to take anything below 3. Consumable 3. Now, that one could actually be good. I think we'll keep that on there for now, because that can basically just give us a random chance of getting the farming consumable, which you saw how effective that thing was. It was actually pretty crazy. So yeah, for now, we'll keep that on there. So I guess one of the main things for us right now with farming would be to hopefully get those shards so that we can actually go ahead and get our first set of farming armor, because if we can get that farming armor going, that actually does give you a boost of the skill XP. So yeah, if we can get that set going, that would be awesome. Obviously, as we are farming, we're going to find ourselves spawners and value thanks to our skill mastery, but we just need to get our skill up there really for farming. This should be easily the next skill that we prestige. It's one of the faster ones to actually go ahead and level up, and because we haven't prestiged it yet, we only need to get it to 100. So we're over halfway there now. It shouldn't really be a problem, and I'd imagine between now and next video, this should be pretty much at 99 and ready to go. Also, I completely forgot that /milestones is a thing, and I definitely just have a bunch of rewards sat in here that we've literally never claimed. So at some point, I should probably go through all of these and claim all of this, because there's actually some decent rewards in here, like value blocks and stuff like that, which I genuinely did not know was sat right here. I thought they just came through to you automatically, but that is apparently not the case. Yeah, like we literally got so many blaze spawners and stuff sat in here, loads of value blocks sat in here, loads of like decent spawners. I think I just got villagers right there, but this is all good because we can sell hand on all of these. Like that's 44 million right there, that's 100 and something million right there. There's loads of XP levels in here, so I probably shouldn't have neglected that. I really didn't even know that was a thing, so that's kind of interesting to know at least. So yeah, /milestones to get yourself some free and pretty good rewards, I would say as well. They weren't bad things in there. I didn't claim everything yet either, so there is definitely some good stuff in there. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything left. Lots of value blocks in here actually throughout the different tiers. There's lots of value blocks, so it's definitely worth going through here and making sure that you claim them all. Lots of gems as well and just different currencies, so that's pretty cool actually. Yeah, we definitely should have been paying more attention to that, and it's nice to have those free rewards. Lots of very useful things like XP. Like XP is actually fairly hard to come by or grind up to. Obviously they're decent out of like clusters and stuff, but other than that, it's actually fairly hard to get XP, or not free to get XP, I guess. Yeah, somewhat useful. We'll take that. Guys, I think that is going to be where I go ahead and end off this episode. If you have enjoyed it, found it useful, or I don't know, just enjoy Skyblock in general, then make sure you do leave it a like. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please double check, make sure you click that subscribe button. But that is going to be it from me today, and I will see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.